Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will put total lever and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Eagles offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Right back to him on the ground. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fletcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Noles decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass ball a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hart. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Boston College right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. BC trying to turn this red zone trip into a party in the mods. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Touchdown, Boston College! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's complete to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. You get the...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. They'll make those contested catches.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. in the middle. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Makes a man miss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The play action fake. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Let's go.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Cricket.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Moves.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Looking for a man, it's Cameron. Here's a heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the ground, it's Thurman. An explosive play in the running game as he's gotten the 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Pressure coming. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
325.
They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
29 Phillies. 2-9.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Cameron. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man out of the backfield. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the quick game. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at...
Oh, what vision! There he goes! Open it up! They won't get him! It's a touchdown!
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Florida State, Boston College, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fighting off the defender. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Makes a grab at the 10. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. On the move, he fires. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cameron. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Finds space on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So first down will open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Cameron. Got it in the middle. It's John. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you...
There he goes. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State. themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Cameron. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man down the middle. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Turning it on! He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Look out, he's got room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains roll, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Noles have this offense rolling.
Come on, set.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Got his man. Hall held down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Back to throw, it's Cameron. This one's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains.
Here we go, sack.
They're going back to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their